So welcome back students. Today we will discuss on the King demand curve theory which was presented by Professor Sweezy. Professor Sweezy in this very theory he tried to explain price rigidities often observed in the oligopolistic markets. As we all know, like the aim of each and every firm, be it in any market form, it is to maximize his profits. So Sweezy here, he said that if any firm under an oligopolistic market, okay, try to lower the price of his product with the hope of attracting more customers to maximize more profits, the moment he do this, his fellow rivals will also follow that very step or that very part. That means they will try to lower the price of their products, which means the demand curve of this particular firm in this particular situation is considered to be relatively inelastic. On the other hand, Sweezy here he tried to explain that if any firm try to raise the price of his products, okay, his rivals follow they will not follow him because they do know like on raising the price of the products they will be losing most of their customers. So through raising the price of his product, what happened, the firm's demand or the quantity demanded of this firm will fall considerably, and this portion of the demand curve is said to be relatively elastic. So here in these two situations the demand curve of this particular firm has got a king, okay, at the prevailing price, which explain price rigidity. So here Professor Sweezy, he do try to explain these two situations that often prevail in an oligopolistic markets. So now let us talk about this price output relationship in an oligopolistic market with the help of a diagram. In the figure, we have KPD as the demand curve of a firm. We also have this as the marginal revenue curve of this particular firm. We have OPO as the prevailing price. And starting from point P, if a firm wanted or planned to raise the price above this level, what will happen was his fellow rivals will not follow his his step. That means because they know that through raising the price of their products, their sales will be affected. So if this firm try to increase the price above OPO or beyond P upwards, what happened was he will suffer. Okay, suffer in the sense like he will lose most of his customers, and the KP portion of his demand curve, this area over here, is relatively elastic. And if you look at the KA portion of his marginal revenue curve, it is said to be positive. So through this step undertaken by this firm in raising the price of his products further or above OPO onwards, this will not only affect his uh, quantity that he produce. That means this will not only affect his output, but it will also affect his revenue or his profit. So this is the first situation is like what will happen to a firm if he raise his price beyond the existing level. The reason is because the KP portion of his demand curve is said to be elastic, whereas the KA portion of his marginal revenue curve, it is positive. On the other hand, if a firm try to lower his price, say below OPO, okay, if he try to lower the price below OPO with the hope of maximizing more profits, what happened was With this very step taken by this particular firm, his fellow rivals will also do the same. That means they too, they will follow this price reduction policy, which means that he might increase his sales, no doubt. But on the other hand, if you look at his revenue or his profit, will be less than before. Why is that? Is because the PD portion, this area, the PD portion of his demand curve is relatively inelastic, whereas the corresponding marginal revenue curve, okay, below point R is negative. Okay, so in both the two situation, be it the situation when he raised the price or when he lowered the price, what happened was this particular firm will be a loser. Therefore, if he really wanted to maximize profits, he will stick to this price. That means he will stick to the prevailing price, OPO, which means rigid.